Welcome back, guys. This is a brand new episode of Getting Saucy with Chef Cheryl. I'm here at Gerhardt's Appliances in Glenside, Pennsylvania, and today I wanted to go into a little bit of breakfast. It's my favorite meal of the day, and since the winter is upon us, I like to play with some of those warmer spices and some of our fruits that are in season. Maybe you want to make something extra special for your kids on their snow days off, or you're having holiday guests. So you might want to make something a little extra special. So today we're going to do two different breakfasts. We're going to do gingerbread pancakes, and we're also going to do what we're going to call mistletoe French toast. So let's get started. So with our gingerbread pancakes, I just have a greased skillet here. I'm going to turn my heat on to about medium high. And I let that get nice and hot. So in front of me, I have pancake mix. If you'd like to use box mix, that's perfectly fine. All I have here is 1 cup of pancake mix. And to that, I am going to add a little bit of gingerbread spice. So if you don't have gingerbread spice in your house, the combination of spices is allspice, clove, cinnamon, nutmeg. So I'm going to do about 3/4 of a teaspoon. Okay. So I'm going to get that whisked up, and to that I'm going to add in 2/3 of a cup of heavy cream. You can use milk, or you can cut your heavy cream with a little water, but I think it brings a beautiful texture to the pancake at the end. All right, all whisked in, let's pour in our milk and get that all set. Now, a way for you to be able to check your temperature of your pan is to simply put your hand over top of it and see how many seconds you have to let it go before it heats up. So I'd say we're close to what we actually need. So this upcoming weekend in Keswick Village, we are doing Christmas in Keswick. So I will be here at Gerhardt's Appliances making Christmas cookies for you and the kids. So we would love for you guys to stop by and see us for that. So now that we got our pancakes all mixed up and our pan is nice and hot, we're going to get our mixture right into the plate. Now I'm going to turn down my heat now that I've got a very, very hot pan, because I do not want to scorch my pancake. I just wanted to get my temperature up to where I'd like it. Now you can use a measuring cup to get even pancakes, but I like to do the old pour method. Why not, right? So I'm going to start by pouring in 2 beautiful pancakes. And then I'll get back to you and we can get them all set up as soon as they're flipped. Okay guys, so these beauties are ready to be assembled. So I have 2 here. I'm gonna put 1 on my plate. What I'm gonna do is just right in front of me, I have a little bit of caramel sauce. If you'd like to use the stuff in the jar, that's perfectly fine. We're just gonna layer, oh, look at that beautiful caramel. Little caramel, or a lot of caramel if you're like me. And then we'll put a warm pancake. Look how nice and fluffy and gorgeous. Stack that guy right up there over your caramel. Start to melt it, make it nice and hot. 1 more drizzle of caramel. Perfect. And we're going to stack our pancake up just like that. I'm going to slide him into me so we can get him stacked up nice and covered in our nuts. Now don't worry, your caramel is going to make your pancake slide. That's what makes this ooey gooey delicious treat such a beauty for Christmas, okay? So next, we're going to just put some chopped walnuts all over our plate. Let it slide down with that hot caramel. And then we're going to top it with a little bit of Cool Whip. Beautiful. Now, okay guys, so next up is our mistletoe French toast. So what I have is 3 tablespoons of butter melting in my pan. And next to me, I have 4 eggs cracked into a dish. To that, I'm simply going to add a combination of milk, a little bit of vanilla, some sugar, and some cinnamon. So you're just going to pour these 2 together and get them nice and whisked. Now this is the batter we're going to use to dip our bread. Now you can use any bread that you'd like. Of course you can use white bread or honey wheat, but I've chosen a multigrain bread for this. It's heartier, it gives more of a wintry feel, and it looks absolutely beautiful plated up with our berries, okay? So simply get your mixture combined. Perfect. I like to stop when there's a little bit of bubbles in my mix. So I'm going to take my large piece of bread and I'm going to give it a 3 or 4 second dip on each side. Make sure that bread soaks up some of our mixture. That's also why you'd like to use a more hearty bread than, like, say, a white Stroman, okay? So I'm going to add in a second piece. I think we'll do 3 or 4 pieces. We are trying to spoil our guests, and it is the holiday season. It's a little time to indulge. So let's add our second to the pan, and we'll do one more. Now to this, what I'm going to add is a little combination of powdered sugar, some mascarpone cheese that's been sweetened, and top it with a little bit of powdered sugar and berries. So I'm simply going to let these toast on each side. They take about maybe 3 to 4 minutes. And while that's happening, I'd like to talk to you guys about what's going on here at Gerhardt's. So today is Cyber Monday, and we are running our Cyber Monday deals all week long, so make sure you check them out. And if you're on the website, you might as well stop by and see all of our blogs. Your host, Chef Cheryl, runs 3 blogs for the company. Take a look at them. We run an About Us blog, we run a Wi-Fi connected appliance blog, and of course we run a food blog, because I am a foodie at heart and will always be. Okay, so let's check on our French toast. We're getting a nice little browning on the other side. Still has a few minutes, so why don't you guys join me back in about 3 minutes and we'll get it all plated up. Oh, it smells like French toast, you guys. So it's been about 3 minutes and our toast is nice and browned on each side. So what I'm going to do as these guys just finish off just for a few minutes is I'm going to explain to you how to make your mascarpone filling. So here in front of me, I have a few scoops of mascarpone filling. If you'd like to measure out, I would say about a half a cup, maybe 2/3 of a cup. To that, I have added 2 tablespoons of sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, and a little bit of vanilla extract, okay? So all you do is simply mix your cheeses all together with all its ingredients, and you'll have this beautiful decadent spread to go in between your French toast slices. So let's get it assembled. So let me turn my heat off. So what I'm going to simply do is layer my French toast right into its pretty little plaid Christmas dish. I'm going to take a nice scoopful of my mascarpone cheese, and I'm going to just push that right onto my French toast. Use the back of my spoon to get it nice and evenly coated. Immediately, as soon as it hits the warm French toast, it's going to start to melt, which is exactly what you want, okay? So let's get our second piece of French toast right onto there. Get them stacked up nice and neat. Let that residual heat melt your cheese. Perfect. And we'll do the last one. It smells incredible, you guys. I wish you guys could smell it. Okay, so now for the top layer, we're not going to add any more cheese. What we're going to do is cover in some winter berries. So in front of me, I have a combination of both raspberry and blackberries. So you're just going to add a few of those to the top of your stack. And then what we're going to do is cover that in a beautiful powdered sugar. And I'm going to teach you guys the trick to making your powdered sugar look super beautiful. So in front of me, I have a tea leaf strainer. So this is for when you use fresh leaf tea, okay? So we're just gonna pile a few more berries. Oh, it looks so beautiful and delicious. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my tea leaf strainer and I'm gonna simply just put some powdered sugar inside of it. This is where you get that beautiful little bit of powdered sugar instead of a grand shake of it. So all you're going to do is you're going to simply come on top and tap your strainer. Tap, tap, tap very nice and lightly while it's full of that powdered sugar and get that snowy gorgeousness that we're looking for. Perfect. Now you have 2 delicious and oh so simple holiday breakfasts for you and your family and your guests. So we hope you join us again for the next episode of Getting Saucy with Chef Cheryl. We're going to go into our December playlist, which will be all holiday centric. And I hope that you guys stop down to see me here this weekend, Sunday at Gerhardt's Appliances. And we'll do Christmas cookies. We'll go over recipes and tips and tricks to get the most out of your appliances and, of course, your delicious foods. So until then, stay saucy.